If you're watching this video, I believe you want to embark on your crochet journey. You want to experience the beauty, the relaxing feeling, the therapeutic nature of crocheting, or you want to even have it as a hobby, or you're just inquisitive, you want to know what it's about. Let's go on this video. So I'm going to show you the things you can make with different type of yarns. I'm going to explain what you need to start this journey, right? I'm going to show you the different materials, not limited to, because there are still thousands out there, but from my own perspective, from my own lens, I'm going to be taking you on a very beautiful journey. So let's go. Hi, I'm Lade, a fiber artist, which is generally known as a crocheter. So what I do is, with yarns like this and more, I make beautiful things that ranges from bags to beanies, blankets, wears, interior decor, anything you can think of. Yeah, that's how very versatile yarn is. And if you're from Instagram, please, the hookies from Instagram, say hi in the comment section. So what I want to do is, I want to take you on your own journey. I want to let you know the things you'll be needing. I want to explain to you, maybe as we go on, the pros and cons of these materials, what you need to specialize on, and what would make this a more beautiful experience for you. So the first thing I'm going to introduce you to is what we call the 100 pieces hook set purse. Now, let's open it together. Why it is called the 100 pieces hook set purse is because when you purchase it, everything inside is supposed to be 100 pieces. Now, this is my own personal hook set, so obviously I've played around with some of the materials, but you can see here the tapestry needle. Let me bring it out so you see. For you to know it's 100 pieces though, it's going to be a fun exercise. Just when you buy it, count everything up to the needle. It's going to be 100. So this is your what we call stitch marker. This is a tapestry needle. I think you can see it right here. I honestly don't know what this is for. This is to gauge and swatch when you're making dresses and all, I think. Yes, you have a lot of things here to work with as a crocheter, but the most interesting thing to me that I use, because I obviously don't use everything inside, I have to be honest, the most important thing that I use is these hooks right here. Now, you know that there are different types of hook in the market. There's some that have like rubber when you're working, like a rubber support. I personally don't use those, not because they are bad, but the nature of what I do needs me to use something that is very strong and would not pull out. So this is what works for me. If you want to go into dresses, you might want to reconsider and go for the ones that have support. And most importantly, you might be needing the tinier ones, depending on the type of yarns that you use. As you can see, they range from size to size. So again, if you are going to be working on projects that are sturdy, that are very strong, I recommend you use hooks like this. Because if you go for the ones that have rubber or maybe attachments with them, they can pull off when you are struggling with the yarn, because it's a very tough thing to do. Very, very tough. So I use, most importantly, the 6mm hooks here. I use everything eventually, but the most important thing that I use here is the 6mm. And when I want to make dresses, I can come down to as low as the 3mm, depending on the type of yarn. Say if I'm doubling the yarn to have a very chunky one, I can even still use 6mm. So there's no room for this whenever you're getting yarn. So we're going to go into yarns, by the way. Check the weight, check the hook type you should use, and make sure that you follow it to the letter, or you just use your discretion. Next up is this yarn. It's a mix of cotton and acrylic. Now, I had to mention that because not all yarns are the same. Before you go into making dresses, beanies, especially if it's going to be on a commercial scale, people have allergies, people have things that shouldn't stay on their skin. So please read the label of whatever yarn you're buying and be careful with it, so you know what you're selling to your clients. But if you want to make it for yourself, it's fine. Let me go straight into what you can do with this yarn. The possibility is endless. You can make bags with it, yes. If I would do something like this with what you know that I do, I'll probably make it, this is a 4-ply yarn. 4-ply yarn means it's plied 4 times, just like it sounds. Don't worry, we'll get into it later. Just to make it thicker. Some yarns are 5-ply, some yarns are 6-ply, some yarns are 2-ply. You know, the thinner it gets, but this is 4-ply and it's quite chunky. But if I make this into a bag, I'll probably double it. No, I won't even double it. It still looks small. So what I'll do is I'll probably make it, yeah, this strand is what I'll work with. So you know how many yarns I would use to get a bag using something like this. But bag aside, you can make your bikini wears, you can make cardigans, you can make blankets, you can make, what else can you make? Or what else can you not make? You can make anything with this yarn. Literally, you can make beanies, you can make a bracelet, you can make gloves, you can make a skirt, you can make trousers, you can make wears for men, because this is not limited to women. I know there are men watching me that crochets. I salute you all and I'm saying a special hi. You can make wears for men, you can make anything you can think of. Yes, you can make with this yarn. So that's it. Please don't forget to always check for the type of hook you should use for yarns like this, whether it's cotton or acrylic or it's a mix. So you don't just go around and, you know, just using random yarns to make projects like that. Next up here is quite new in a sense that I hardly use it, but it's usually used for interior decor. It's an interior decor yarn. I know it looks like t-shirt yarn, but it's not t-shirt yarn. So I'm going to show you. This particular yarn has cotton stuffing inside. Look right here. Let me untie the yarn so you can see what I mean properly. And I'll show you the difference between this yarn and the t-shirt yarn we are all familiar with. This particular yarn is stuffed with cotton inside it. So it's usually suitable. I can still make bags with it though, but I feel like it's too heavy for that purpose, because why am I stuffing the yarn I'm using to make my bags? So this one is usually used for interior decoration. Let's say you want to make a cover for your chair, a cover for your table, a cover for anything you want to do. You can always think outside the box. So this is, see, everything I'm showing you in this video is not the limitation of what crochet can do. It's just what I have here at the moment. And by God's grace, I'm still going to expand into more types of yarn. So this is for interior decor. It's an interior decor yarn. I hardly use it myself. And next up is this very, very soft, fluffy, beautiful velvet yarn. I've made a dress with it, actually, a bikini wear. I'm going to put it in an insert so you see it below this video. It's very, very beautiful and lovely to work with. So just like I've made with the yarn, the possibility is endless. You can make your dresses, you can make your wears, you can make your caps. The only thing is its thickness is obviously more than a yarn like this. It's very, very thick. And obviously, if you're going to use a hook for this one, I think I used a 6mm hook. Yes, I did use a 6mm hook. And the funny thing is, this particular yarn didn't come with the hook type that I should use, but because of what I wanted to make, I went with a 6mm hook. So this is a velvet, yeah, they're called velvet yarns, dolphin products, and it's very, very beautiful to work with. You can see what I made with it. See how I'm styling it. So the next one here is a metallic yarn. Now, this metallic yarn has a very, very shiny nature. Very, very shiny nature. This is the silver. I often work with the gold. You might be familiar with it and you might not be. It doesn't matter. I'm here for you all. I often work with the gold. This is the silver. And the hook I use for the yarn is a 6mm crochet hook. As you can see here, it's very, very wide. You know, you can't compare this type of yarn to any of the yarns we've seen. Look at the width. Though it's not the widest. It's not the widest. I'm trying to show it to the camera. Oh God, it's going down. Let me keep showing you this way. So this is not the widest. This is not the thickest yarn I've worked with, but this is what the width looks like. And what you can make with this yarn, my people, we can make bags, number one, because that's what I make with it. But I'm very, very sure that there are more possibilities to this. And I'll leave it at that because I'm also exploring myself. But as you can see, it's a very beautiful yarn to work with. And one of the cons of this yarn I need to mention is that just like gold, silver, any yarn that looks this beautiful is very hard to work with. But don't worry, we'll get there. I'll hold your hand. It's very, it's metallic, so it comes with friction when you are working with the hook. It's hard to work with, but regardless, the end result is always very beautiful. Always very beautiful. So that's it with the metallic yarn in silver. This is in silver color. In silver color. So the next one I have here is a glitter yarn. Now this glitter yarn is also wide, and I also use a 6mm crochet hook with it. You can make yes, this you can also make interior decor with this. Yeah, moving on. You can make interior decor with the metallic yarn. You can make interior decor like a flower pot. Yeah, you can make flower pots with it. You can make your basket. Say you are on your table, you just want to have something to put your pen, you want to have something to put your phone, you can make it with it. You can make bags, and obviously it's shiny. That's why we call it glitter yarn. It's shiny, it's wide, it's sturdy, and it works up very, very quickly. At least we shouldn't compare it, but if we're going to, I mean, look at the weight of the two of them. So this is a glitter yarn. It works up very fast, and it's very sturdy with whatever you choose to do with it. The next one we're going to be looking at is leather yarn. Now, this leather yarn might be confusing because you saw metallic yarn initially. Okay, I'm trying to show it to the camera so you see. Yeah, I think you see it now. This leather yarn might be confusing because I know you saw metallic yarn initially and you're like, wait, what's the difference between these? Why is this called leather yarn and why is this called metallic yarn? It's because the material is leather-like. Now, look at, it's not made of leather, but it's leather-like. Now, look at this and look at this. This has a metallic nature. I'm trying to show it to the camera. This has a metallic nature, the silver, while this has a leather-like nature. Again, it's not made of leather, obviously, because leather wouldn't be this, flexible to work with. But it's a leather-like material. It's dull, yeah, matte finish. That's the word I'm looking for. The finishing is matte. It doesn't shine like this one. I actually have a black metallic as well. This is black leather. That means my black metallic would look like this. It's going to shine. So leather is also used for the same thing your metallic can be used for, which is bags, interior decor, anything you can think of. These materials are very, very endless. I mean, the possibilities of what you can do with them are endless, and they're beautiful to work with. The next one I'm going to be looking at is, look, this is also metallic, right? I know you know that, but it's a very beautiful type of metallic. And I still have more to show you. I have more to show you, but let me work with what I have in this video. This metallic is a mixed color. It's mixed with pink and black, and I think you can see a hint of gold in it right here. You can see a hint of gold in it. So this can also be used for whatever you make with this. And I know that the creative side of you wants to mix the two yarns to make a bag or to make interior decor or whatever you want to make, and that's how it should be. There's no one way to creativity. When you get your hand on stuff like this, don't stick to one tutorial and just do as you are told. Feel free to be creative and mix them up. So this can be used to make bags, interior decor. Like I said, they are quite thick, so if you want to use them to make dresses, honestly, nothing is impossible. It's up to you. You can try it out, and I think that will be very, very beautiful. You can try it out, but that's about it. So this is metallic, leather, and and metallic. Okay, yeah, I think I have the three of them here. Just I think this one doesn't shine as much as the silver though, but it's still beautiful. Still has its own beauty. So the last one, I think I saved the best for last. Not really like there's the best yarn. The one I have here now is the Tshirt yarn, which I work with a lot. I have worked with this yarn for I think almost 3 years now, the different types of it. And I need you to know that this Tshirt yarn, there's still different types of Tshirt yarn. Yes, there's a recycled one and there are premium ones. It doesn't mean any yarn is bad, because at the end of the day, sustainability, the environment needs a lot of sustainability. So if you want to make your shirt into a yarn and make it into a bag, why not? If you're using a recycled T-shirt yarn As long as you are saving the environment, why not? So this T-shirt yarn is what I use mostly for now. I'm hoping to evolve, you know, I'm working on that. So this is a very, very thick yarn and it's made from T-shirt material. I'm trying to zoom in so you can see what each strand looks like, or what strand looks like. Okay, sorry, I always struggle with this. I'm trying to show it to the camera. Where's the camera? Okay, I think I have it, right? Yeah, okay. So this is what it looks like on the inside. And I normally use a 6mm crochet hook. Now, one of the reasons why, I'm going to bring the hook out and explain something very shortly. One of the reasons why I always use 6mm with some of these materials is to achieve a certain look. If you feel like it, you can decide to go for, sorry, I want to bring out the 6mm and a bigger one, 6.5mm. So if for any reason you feel like it, you can decide to go for a 6.5mm hook instead of a 6mm hook. Now, one of the things this does is the tension of your project might be off. As long as you know what you are gunning for at the end of the day, don't be constricted into looking for a 6mm I'm looking for. If you want a project that looks stretchy, that doesn't look uptight, that doesn't look, you know, a certain way, you can go for whatever. But for yarns like this, I use it in making bags. Yeah, those are the uses. Interior decor, even dresses, beanies, cap. This yarn is this yarn is everything. Yeah, it's literally everything. And all these yarns, one thing that is important for you to notice, that all these yarns come in different colors, right? This one can come in black, beige, blue, mink, velvet, purple. Even with this yarn that you have here, this yarn, I think there's another color of it that comes in like gold and black mix. It's not here with me now. The glitter yarn comes in various colors. Don't worry, this is the start. I'm going to take my time to show you until you get to a point where you can sketch anything and make anything, because that's how it's supposed to be. You can mix, you can decide to look for any color and mix any color. This one, for instance, also has a brown shade of it. I think you can see the different colors in the video I showed you earlier of the dress I made with it. So yes, all these yarns comes in different colors. And if you have a question to how you can get this yarn, which I know you do, don't worry about that. I'm currently working on my store where I can get to ship these yarns to you personally. But while that is going on, right, before that gets ready, you can temporarily shop on Etsy. There are tons of amazing, beautiful sellers that have, you know, premium quality yarns as well, while I work on my store, because I know you have that question and I hope we've gotten that out of the way. Remember to subscribe to my channel. That is very, very important, because with all these things I'm showing you, just imagine the things you are going to create with them. Just imagine it. You know, it's going to be a very beautiful outburst. So subscribe to my channel and turn on post notifications so that once we drop the next video, which is going to be frequent, very, very often, we're going to be dropping it frequently, because I know we've been doing start, stop with YouTube. That ends now. We're dropping videos frequently now. So turn on your post notifications so that when the next video drops, the next tutorial video drops, you're not going to be missing out. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sticking to the end. I appreciate you. See you in the next video.